Hello, welcome back. As you can see in the previous video, we loaded all the forms and all the accessible forms from MySQL database. In the form we have rules, we have all permissions, we have assigned permissions. That is correct. In today's video, we are going to add and remove permissions. As you can see, here we have two buttons, remove permission and add permission. When user click on this button, we want to add permission. Let's select teacher. For the teacher, we don't have any permission. If I select student, for the student, we don't have any permission. One thing you remember, based on the role ID and function ID, we want to add and remove permissions. Here we have role ID in this combo box, and here in this list box, we have function ID. Based on that, we want to add and remove permissions. Let's close the application. Let's click on this button to add permissions. Okay, let's remove this. So, and here in the first step, what we want to do? We want to get the role ID and permission ID. To get the role ID, we have already that code. Let's copy that. So let's define a condition to check the role ID. Simple. If role ID equals null value, we want to display a simple message. The option parent.show message dialog. For the parent component null value, there is no problem. And here we want to write a message. For example, please select permission. Role. And let's define return statement also. So we got the role ID. After that, we want to get the function ID. As you can see, in this list, we have a string value. Along with that, we have function ID. From that, we want to extract only the function ID. Simple. We have, let's define a variable, for example, string selected item. We have list all forms dot get selected value. That is good. As you can see here, we have simple code. We have string display variable, and to that we assigned function ID, then full colon, then display name. From that, we want to extract only the function ID. Simple. For example, int function ID equals we have let's use parsing integer dot parse int. We have selected item dot we want to use split method. We want to split value based on the full column, and here we want to get the first split value. We have 0 index. So here we got an error. Okay, expected. Let's remove that. That is good. So hereafter, let's copy that condition to check selected item also. Simple. Here we want to use selected item. Let's use please select, for example, permission. So after that, let's define a simple insert query. Simple string, for example, query equals insert into, we have a table tbl function role. We want to insert role ID, then we have function ID. Let's specify values, for example, and here we want to use parameter. So everything is fine. Let's read database connection from JDBC connection class. Simple, try, and here let's use the catch block. We want to catch SQL exception. So let's read database connection and define prepare statement. Simple connection, for example, link equals, we have JDBC connection class, then we have get database connection method, and let's define prepare statement ps equals we have link, and here we want to call prepare statement method, and we want to pass the query variable. So everything is good. Here we have two parameters, role ID and function ID. For that we want to bind the values. Simple ps.set int of 1. We have role ID. Let's copy that. Thereafter we have another parameter, function ID. Simple ps.set int of 2. We have function ID. That is good. So let's execute that query. Simple ps.execute update. After that, let's display a simple message. The option pane dot show message dialog, null value, and here we want to pass, for example, permission is added successfully. Okay. So to refresh the list, we want to call show permission method. As you can see in the previous video, we defined show permission method. We want to call that, and here this accept role ID. We have already that ID. There is no problem. Let's call that and pass role ID. So the job is completed. Let's run the application to see the result. And here we want to enter username and then password. Let's log in. Let's open manage users, manage permissions. Let's select teacher, and we want to add home page. Permission is added successfully. That is good. Let's add student management also. As you can see, we added 2 permissions to teacher role. After that, let's create a user. For example, John 123, and we want to select role, for example, teacher. User created. Let's close the application. And here we want to run application once again. Let's log in. We have John 123. Login. Let's open home page. That is good. Manage students. That is good. Let's open manage books. As you can see, we got a message, access denied. You don't have permission to access this page because the John user has access to homepage and manage students. Let's close that, and we want to log in. For example, as admin user, admin 123. Let's open that. For the teacher, we want to add book management also. That is good. Let's close that. Let's run the application once again. And here we want to log in as John, for example, John 123. Let's open manage books. And now, as you can see, the John user access to manage books also. Okay, after that, we have another job. We want to remove permissions from the user. Here we have a button. Let's right click on that. And for that, we want to copy the same code. Let's copy that. We want to select only that code. And here, we want to paste that. So here we want to change only specific parts. First, we want to change this query into delete query. Simple delete from table function role where role ID equals parameter and function ID equals parameter. After that, we want to assign this method to a variable. Simple. For example, int delete equals, and here we want to define a simple condition. If delete greater than 0, Sorry, if deleted greater than 0, we want to display a message. Sorry. For example, permission is removed successfully. Else we want to write another message. For example, sorry, we want to copy the same message or write the message sorry. The option pane dot show message dialog for the parent component null value, and here we want to write, for example, permission is not found. So let's remove that. We want to set that outer of the if block, and here. That is good. Let's run the application to see the result. And here we want to log in. For example, admin 123. Let's open that. Let's remove, for example, home page. Please select permission. Why? Okay, that is good. And here, instead of that, instead of list all forms, we want to use list accessible forms. That is good. Let's run the application. Let's log in. Admin 123, and here let's select teacher. Let's remove that. Permission is removed successfully. Let's remove another. Permission is removed successfully. Let's add some permission. For example, home page. That is good. For example, student management. That is good. Let's add, for example, department. That is correct. Edition. That is correct. And let's remove, for example, book management. We successfully implemented how we can add permissions, how we can remove permissions. And if you have any questions, you can write them in the comment. Please like, subscribe, and share my videos. That is enough for today. Have a good day. See you in the next one.